He was given the most remarkable, devoted service to my family and to the country.
Royal insiders can't stop whispering about a moment that shook the palace's inner circle into pure silence. And no, it wasn't a glittering ceremony or a flashy announcement, but a behind-closed-doors exchange that revealed everything about loyalty, legacy, and the fragile ties of family. With his health struggles looming large, King Charles reportedly called for Michael Middleton, the father of the Princess of Wales, to join him at his bedside in a private meeting so secret that hardly anyone knew until murmurs started spreading through the corridors. What took place inside that room wasn't just small talk, it was a life-altering decision, a solemn handover of power that instantly reshaped Michael's place in royal history. According to reports, the king's voice was steady but charged with raw emotion as he told him, "You have been the steady hand our family needs. Can you believe that?" Michael Middleton, once known simply as the quiet businessman from Berkshire, is now said to be stepping into the role of royal advisor, a title that cements his influence over the future king and queen. The shockwaves from this secret moment are still rattling the palace walls. Why did the king make such a bold move, and what does it really mean for the monarchy's future? Stick around, because this story has layers you won't believe. The news hits at a critical moment for the royal family. King Charles has been quietly battling cancer since his diagnosis in February 2024, a fight that's tested not only his strength but the monarchy's ability to hold it all together. Fast forward to 2025, and whispers confirm his treatment is still ongoing. The king himself has even shared rare glimpses of his journey during public appearances. Moments that left crowds stunned. Behind the scenes, he's leaned heavily on Prince William and Catherine, loading them with more responsibility while he focuses on recovery. But here's the real twist. The quiet addition of Michael Middleton into the fold signals something much bigger. It's a merging of royal tradition with the grounded, steady influence of the Middleton family.
I'd just like to say that Carol and I are absolutely delighted by today's announcement.
And people are asking, what does this say about the future of the crown? This is a tale of quiet power moves and hidden strength. Insiders point out that the king's decision wasn't just about official duties, it was deeply personal. Michael, known for his calm presence and sharp business sense from running party pieces, has always been a rock for his daughter Catherine and her husband William. And now, he's stepping into a role that could shape the monarchy itself. With William rising in status, Michael's guidance is being painted as paternal wisdom that bridges generations. Royal watchers insist this move highlights Charles's forward-thinking vision, ensuring stability as the throne edges closer to transition. But to really understand how we got here, we need to peel back the layers, starting with the king's health battle and how it's been quietly reshaping the family dynamic. King Charles's cancer diagnosis shook the world, but behind palace walls, it forced a serious reshuffle of power and responsibility. First revealed in early 2024, the king's condition demanded constant treatment, and palace whispers confirm it stretched well into 2025 and may continue even longer. During rare appearances at Buckingham Palace, Charles has opened up about his fight, praising support organisations and stressing the life-saving importance of early detection. His words carried a weight that left the room silent. Yet even under treatment, the king refused to retreat. In June 2025, he led Trooping the Colour with determination that stunned crowds, proving he wouldn't let illness push him into the shadows. Still, this personal battle has shifted the spotlight. Prince William and Catherine have stepped up with more royal engagements, and insiders say William is embracing the role with strength. But the king knows it takes more than royal blood to guide the crown in such fragile times. And that's where Michael Middleton enters the stage. His quiet, unshaken presence has reportedly become essential to the family's balance. Born in 1949, Michael carved out a successful career in business while raising Catherine, Pippa, and James. Since Catherine's marriage to William in 2011, his ties to the royals have only deepened, slowly evolving from an in-law to a trusted confidant. And now, his rise into a formal role looks less like chance and more like destiny. It's Michael's down-to-earth wisdom, born from real-world hustle, that's catching the palace's attention. Royal insiders whisper that he's quietly offered guidance on family matters, even helping William handle the crushing pressures of royal life. As one source put it, Michael's sense of humor and practicality offer a breath of fresh air in an environment that can feel stiff and suffocating. This isn't about glittering titles. It's about making sure the monarchy's heart stays alive and beating. And with the king's health demanding serious planning, the stage was perfectly set for that shocking private encounter. The Middletons have never been just background characters. They've been the grounding anchor that keeps the royal family connected to real life. While tradition can sometimes weigh heavy, Carol and Michael Middleton raised Catherine, Pippa and James with simple values: family first, education and a sense of normal living, even when royal ties came knocking. That's what makes their influence impossible to ignore. Their family bond runs deep, and you can see it in their Berkshire home, where the Wales children, George, Charlotte and Louis, spend carefree days away from the palace's rigid rules. It's in this environment of warmth and normality that the future heirs find balance. The Middleton approach doesn't clash with royal duty. It complements it, offering a space where authenticity and tradition collide. And now, with Michael stepping into the royal spotlight, that balance might just become the monarchy's secret weapon. Michael has quietly stepped into one of the most influential roles in Prince William's life. Though often called the most reserved member of the Middleton family, his calm demeanor hides a sharp, calculating mind shaped by years of running party pieces, the family's once thriving party planning business. That mix of business smarts and dry humor has earned William's deep respect, so much so that the prince often leans on him when the pressure of the crown becomes too heavy. One powerful example came after Prince George's birth in 2013. At a time when the world's cameras were fixed on Catherine, Michael reportedly stepped in with key advice: protect her from the relentless spotlight. Drawing on his own experience, shielding his family's privacy, he guided William and Catherine through those turbulent early months. That practical, no-nonsense wisdom cemented his role as a confidant William could truly trust. But Michael's influence doesn't stay hidden behind closed doors. It shows up in the spotlight too. He and Carol have been seen at Ascot and other glittering royal events, moving with ease among aristocrats, yet keeping their signature down-to-earth energy. And when Michael appears alongside William, sharp-eyed watchers can't help but notice the subtle bond between them. Shared smiles, quick glances, even light-hearted exchanges that give off the vibe of a father-son relationship in plain sight. Insiders reveal that Michael's guidance goes far beyond family chats. It's been crucial in helping William juggle life as heir to the throne while still being a present father. Whispers in royal circles even suggest discussions about future titles for the Middletons, names like Earl and Countess of Bray floating around, hinting at just how far their influence could reach once William takes the crown. The Middleton home has become a true escape for the Wales family, a place filled with barbecues, laughter and holidays where the young royals get a taste of ordinary life. But make no mistake, Michael's impact runs deeper than hosting cozy family gatherings. Sources say he's shaped everything from Catherine and William's carefully family-centered public image to their strategy in fending off ruthless media pressure. His rise to the role of royal advisor wasn't some sudden twist. It was years in the making. A steady build of loyalty and trust carefully observed by King Charles himself during one of the monarchy's most fragile chapters. That trust all came to a head in a scene that feels ripped from a royal drama. Imagine a shadowed corridor inside Windsor Castle, footsteps echoing against the stone as Michael Middleton is quietly led toward a private chamber. The air is thick, the silence heavy, every second building toward a meeting that would mark a turning point for the crown itself. These are the kinds of moments that change destinies forever. Palace insiders, sworn to secrecy, quietly confirm that discreet meetings like this have indeed taken place, but the details are guarded tighter than the crown jewels. Still, whispers insist this one carried a weight unlike anything before. In 2025, while facing the brutal toll of ongoing cancer treatment, King Charles summoned Michael Middleton in a move drenched in trust and royal foresight. This wasn't a simple audience. It was a game-changing encounter meant to lock in the monarchy's future. Behind the closed doors of the royal residence, the king, his voice firm but tinged with the weariness of illness, reportedly declared, "As my time draws near, you shall serve as the paternal guide for Prince William and Catherine." Those words, spoken in the hushed sanctity of the palace, weren't just protocol. They were a powerful acknowledgement of Michael's quiet yet undeniable influence. Insiders claim the meeting stretched on for hours, a mix of heartfelt reflection on the battles already fought and careful planning for the crown's stability moving forward. Michael, true to form, listened without fanfare, responding with the same grounded wisdom that has defined his presence in the family for decades. So how did we arrive at such an extraordinary moment? Charles, a monarch famous for his strategic mind, has leaned heavily on William during his health battle. Yet he knew something was missing, a perspective only Michael could provide. With years of business grit from running party pieces and a fatherly warmth that William and Catherine deeply trust, Michael's bond with the royal couple had already been forged through countless family gatherings and private talks, all of it combined to make him the unexpected but perfect choice for this historic role. The king's move was anything but rash. It carried echoes of history, where monarchs secretly entrusted their most trusted allies with unofficial, yet crucial responsibilities to safeguard the crown's future. No trumpets blasted, no cameras rolled, no glossy press releases hit the headlines. Instead, it was a private covenant, sealed in silence, bound by trust, and whispered only between two men who knew what was truly at stake. For Michael, accepting this role wasn't just about stepping up to duty, it was about family. His devotion to Catherine, William, and their children has always been steady. And this summons, cloaked in secrecy, marked the start of his transformation from quiet businessman into something far greater, a titled advisor with influence that could ripple across the royal family's future for generations. This was never about titles alone. It was about legacy, loyalty, and the raw strength of family ties in the shadow of uncertainty. Inside the hushed chamber of Windsor Castle, King Charles, his voice heavy with illness yet firm with purpose, conferred upon Michael Middleton the title of Royal Advisor. This wasn't ceremonial fluff. It was a striking privilege, a rare honor only reserved for those whose loyalty and wisdom had become indispensable to the survival of the monarchy itself. With that one decision, a new player officially stepped into the inner circle, shaking the centuries-old walls of royal tradition in ways few could have imagined. With treatment still ongoing in 2025, the king's decision was as much strategy as it was raw emotion, a move that spoke volumes about trust and legacy. In a moment described as heavy with feeling, Charles reportedly declared, "As my time draws near, you shall serve as the paternal guide for Prince William and Catherine, ensuring the monarchy's heart endures." Those words hit like thunder in the quiet of the room, cementing Michael's place in royal history. This solemn charge places Michael at the very core of the monarchy's future, tasked not only with guiding William and Catherine through the suffocating complexities of royal duty, but also with holding the family's centre steady through uncertain times. This isn't just about casual advice, it's about becoming the stabilizing force of a crown in transition. Michael's grounded perspective, sharpened by years of running party pieces and raising a tight-knit family, has now propelled him into a rare role within the royal fold, an outsider turned insider whose influence could shape the dynasty itself. Insiders reveal that Charles, reflecting on his own reign and its struggles, saw Michael's quiet resilience as the missing bridge between centuries of royal tradition and the modern world the monarchy must now face. "You have been the quiet force we needed," the king is said to have remarked, his eyes showing both gratitude and unshakable resolve. The bestowal wasn't rushed. It stretched over hours, a weighty conversation, mixing reflection on the past with sharp-eyed planning for the future. Michael, humble as ever, accepted with only a nod. Yet he fully understood the gravity of what had just been placed on his shoulders. His role now moves far beyond family counsel, expanding into strategic guidance, steering William and Catherine through public pressures, tightening family unity, and ensuring the crown doesn't lose its heartbeat in this fragile moment. History has seen moments like this before. Monarchs granting quiet but powerful honours to secure alliances. Even Queen Elizabeth II made such moves in her time, and Charles clearly saw himself following in that tradition. This trust isn't blind, it's built on years of proof. The king has long admired Michael's mix of business savvy and fatherly instinct, qualities that once helped Catherine weather the ferocious media storms after her marriage in 2011. Royal watchers point out that protocol supports these rare grants, just as Catherine herself received an honour from Charles amid her health recovery in 2024, a sign of how trust cements loyalty in moments of crisis. For Michael, this new title isn't about glory, it's about finally formalizing years of quiet service. From offering William fatherly parenting tips to smoothing tensions during high-profile royal events, it's a position that requires no spotlight, only unwavering loyalty. A role perfectly suited for a man who has always thrived in the background. And now, as the monarchy stares down an uncertain future, Michael's elevation secures not just stability for the Wales family, but a legacy move that could echo across the crown for generations. Within royal circles, Michael Middleton has emerged as the most unlikely yet pivotal figure, an advisor whose role was officially sealed by King Charles himself. Known for his calm and understated demeanour, Michael's ability to deliver quiet counsel in moments of chaos has made him indispensable. His guidance stretches from personal family matters to navigating the crushing glare of public scrutiny, offering William a perspective untouched by rigid palace protocol. For William, who constantly balances the weight of being heir with the demands of fatherhood and marriage, Michael's steady voice has become a lifeline. His advice is rooted in lived experience. Years spent building a successful business and raising a family bound by loyalty and love. One unforgettable example came in 2013, when a frenzied media storm erupted after Prince George's birth. Michael reportedly stepped in with practical strategies to shield Catherine from overwhelming exposure, drawing on his own battles managing family pressures. His wisdom wasn't complicated, it was clear and sharp. Prioritize family, keep communication open, and protect normalcy whenever possible. These principles struck William deeply, shaping how he continues to manage the unrelenting pressures of royal life. Insiders whisper that Michael's unique touch often comes with a dash of dry humour, an unexpected weapon that cuts through tension even during the highest stakes moments. It's this mix of humility, practicality, and wit that has made Michael an irreplaceable voice in William's inner circle. Take Amma Hall, for instance. During a private family gathering there, Michael reportedly lightened the mood by sharing stories from his own parenting days, helping William navigate the early struggles of fatherhood with a smile. Their bond runs deeper than advice alone. It's lived, it's real. From shared outings at Ascot to quiet walks through Berkshire, their camaraderie feels less like formality and more like genuine friendship, something rare in royal circles. Michael's sharp business instincts, sharpened over decades running party pieces, have given William an edge in managing ambitious public projects like the Earthshot Prize, where strategy is everything. Now, with the official role of royal advisor, that influence has only grown. Sources say he's guiding conversations on everything from crisis management to strengthening the family's public image and private unity. He's even been a driving force in discussions about mental health initiatives, William's signature cause, ensuring the prince's vision stays relatable yet still pushes boundaries. What truly makes Michael stand out is his relatability. Unlike traditional courtiers bound by royal precedent, he brings the fresh, unfiltered perspective of an outsider, grounded, human, and practical. This has tightened the bond between the Windsors and the Middletons, creating a family dynamic where values carry more weight than old-school formality. Insiders whisper that Michael's quiet presence has been pivotal during high-pressure moments, offering a calming word in the middle of tense public events, a role that mirrors Catherine's own steady support with her children. As one aide bluntly put it, Michael's the father figure, and in the eyes of many, that might be his most powerful title yet. William leans on Michael when the weight of the crown feels unbearable. This unassuming father-in-law has quietly become a cornerstone of the monarchy, making sure decisions aren't just cold strategy, but carry both heart and pragmatism. A balance the future of the crown desperately depends on. King Charles's decision to grant Michael Middleton the rare title of royal advisor has already sent subtle yet powerful ripples through the royal family's inner circle, quietly reshaping dynamics in ways that stretch far beyond palace walls. For Catherine, who bravely announced her cancer diagnosis in 2024 and later shared her remission in 2025, her father's elevation carries a deeply personal meaning. It's more than a title, it's comfort, a living reminder that her family's grounded sense of normalcy is being woven directly into the resilience required of royal life. For Catherine, this role offers a stabilizing force as she juggles motherhood, recovery, and the relentless demands of public duty. Their emotional bond, often captured in fleeting moments, like the shared smiles between father and daughter at Wimbledon, highlights just how much strength this new position gives both her and William. Insiders stress that Michael's formalized role is no mere gesture, it's become a lifeline for William himself, providing steady support as he carries the growing burden of responsibility while also preparing to step up in the shadow of his father's health struggles. William finds in Michael a paternal anchor, a steady presence whose wisdom doesn't replace King Charles's guidance, but rather complements it. Their bond, built over years of private family moments, holidays in Norfolk where Michael and Carol welcomed the Wales children with warmth and ease, has created a rare sanctuary for William. Here, away from the stiff corridors of the palace, he can speak freely about the suffocating glare of media scrutiny or the challenges of raising George, Charlotte, and Louis under the world's microscope. Michael's counsel, sharpened by years of business grit, brings William a refreshing angle on his royal duties, reminding him that tradition must evolve if it's to survive. The ripple effects stretch beyond the immediate household. For Catherine's siblings, Pippa and James Middleton, their father's new honour isn't just symbolic. It's validation, a recognition that the Middletons' quiet, steadfast presence has been an invisible pillar holding up the monarchy's stability all along. Public perception is already shifting with this move. Michael's journey, from flight dispatcher to entrepreneur, offers a relatable counterweight to centuries of royal elitism, humanizing the monarchy at a moment it desperately needs fresh credibility. His elevation signals not privilege, but pragmatism. The Windsors, long accused of being insulated, are now leaning on trusted outsiders to steady the crown. On social media, platforms like X lit up with fascination. Posts praise the Middleton effect, framing Michael's quiet strength as exactly the kind of influence the royal family needs. Some called it modernizing, others called it overdue, but nearly all agreed it brought a new kind of authenticity. This ripple is felt in the smallest of milestones. Christmas at Sandringham, once stiff tradition, now reads as family-first unity. Princess Charlotte's poised appearances feel less like rehearsed formality, more like natural grace nurtured in a grounded household. And behind Catherine's triumphant return to public life, post-recovery, lies Michael's steady hand, orchestrating calm where chaos might have erupted. His influence is subtle, but its weight unmistakable. Pippa, often spotted at Catherine's side during public events, and James, who has spoken candidly about mental health, both view their father's new role as the ultimate bridge between the royal and non-royal worlds. Michael's presence doesn't just unite families, it forges a sense of shared purpose. At gatherings in Anmer Hall, he's the calm centre, ensuring the young royals grow up in an atmosphere of warmth and ease rather than stiff formality. This appointment marks nothing less than a quiet revolution. It puts emotional grounding and familial strength above rigid protocol, setting a new tone for the monarchy's survival in the modern age. As King Charles bravely continues his health battle, naming Michael Middleton as royal advisor stands out as a masterstroke, an act of foresight designed to secure resilience at the very heart of the crown. It's a move that transcends dusty tradition, weaving a modern thread into the monarchy's centuries-old tapestry. Michael isn't bound by the chains of protocol. His mandate is alive, dynamic, and deeply personal. From shielding the family from relentless public scrutiny to guiding William and Catherine through private trials, his influence ensures the monarchy adapts, not just endures. Michael Middleton's influence is quietly reshaping the monarchy, steering it toward a future where heritage meets relatability. For William, his father-in-law's steady hand offers balance as he edges closer to the throne. Michael's insights, sharpened through decades of business and family life, cut through the palace bubble, grounding decisions in common sense rather than outdated formality. This partnership pushes the monarchy toward choices rooted in emotional intelligence. It's no coincidence that William's relentless focus on mental health finds fuel in Michael's counsel. Catherine, too, draws strength from her father's presence, his support anchoring her recovery. For George, Charlotte, and Louis, the real gift is a grandfather who teaches empathy and resilience, not just etiquette. Rumours swirl about future honours, whispers of titles like Earl of Berks. Yet, Michael's true legacy won't be etched in titles, but in his quiet leadership. His new role marks a shift from rigid definitions of the past, opening the door to flexibility, innovation, and a royal family that can adapt without losing its soul. This forward-thinking move mirrors Charles's own vision, his environmental crusades, his candor about health, proving a monarchy can show both strength and vulnerability. And the ripple effect is powerful. Michael Middleton's rise from building party pieces to shaping palace decisions makes the crown feel less distant, more human. His steady hand now guides the Wales family with authenticity, whether it's Charlotte blossoming into grace or George inching toward his destiny. Michael's wisdom blends tradition with modern sense, forging a legacy of balance and trust. A legacy that promises a monarchy ready to honour its past while boldly stepping into the future. So what's your favourite moment from this evolving royal story? Drop it in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Palace Insights. Because up next, another royal surprise awaits, and you won't want to miss it.